All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Oh, thank you so much, Masters! Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
Hey, here you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius.
Yeah, good for you. That's our march.
Just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
In other words, even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question. Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
It's actually a good question, and I'm quite curious too.
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I mean, she's not wrong.
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
If you just want to defeat your enemies, you can stick to your bow.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Oh, now I'm curious to hear what Master Yun Li has to say.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yan Qing, or me?
Yeah, aside from, poking enemies with your sword.
Who do I want to defeat? Him? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
Or all of the above.
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10!
Okay. Reasonable goal.
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an
Oh, it's just a
immersia.
line from the immersia. You're really into immersia, huh?
Yeah, I really like them. So what?
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
Could it possibly be immersia about swordmasters?
Hey, it's not a bad goal. Some kids grow up watching videos of, martial artists or whatever.
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersia and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
See?
Yeah, sounds like a great reason to stay motivated.
You agree, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to be a swordmaster?
Becoming a swordmaster who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Yeah, very simple, but it works.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Yes, you have to be serious about this.
Please? That's how those heroes in the Immersia show their respect.
Yeah, just play along, man.
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training, okay?
Yeah! Alright, let's go. To the Sleepless Earl.
Looks like training's gonna have to wait, man. Ooh, book.
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right?
What the? Skott?
Xianzhou is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Hey, don't bully the little kid, freak.
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you serve was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Xianzhou? How fantastic!
Oh gosh, I want to beat this guy up.
Your tea tastes like slop, and you even have the nerve to charge me for it! Are you trying to scam honest folks?
Honest.
And that name, the Sleepless Earl, it's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says Xianzhou Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Let's just give him a good beating, yes! Let's beat him up!
Stop! You've gone too far.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is.
What?
Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me.
He's March 7th, the sword champion of the Astral Express.
That's right! I'm the sword champion!
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled out from.
Oh my gosh, this guy's getting on my nerves.
Mr. Skott, I'm Yenqing, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
I sure hope.
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are you?
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
No, thank you. Those things tend to kill people.
Huh! As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs!
Yeah, what she said. Yeah, your mechs are only good for show.
Looks like you guys are totally clueless. Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
What are you doing now?
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault. Well, I can overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run. And with so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
Yeah, if it's coming from you, no.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge.
Yeah, come on, I'll beat you up.
Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them.
Ooh, let's make a bet.
Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet?
You'd think you would have learned your lesson from the last time.
So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Only 15 days? All right. Fine.
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by.
Has this guy not learned his lesson? Can we up the ante on this one? Can it not bark like a dog? Can we make him bark like, I don't know, can we make him imitate something else, like a pig? I would love for him to squeal like a pig. Come on.
If that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
And if I win?
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
I'll become your apprentice?
Ew, no, that's a very bad. That's a bad one, dude. No, I don't accept that.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't like you.
Yes, we agree on that one.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll
Oh my
squeal like a
gosh!
pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke! And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
Yes! There... Okay. He's the one who suggested that. So we just changed barking into squealing and that's supposed to be a different story. Hey! He's the one who suggested it, okay? I'm all for it.
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Just make sure he squeals like a pig, okay? And then he apologizes.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first.
Oh, don't worry. I can do that. I've defeated a lot of other stronger stuff than those things.
You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
Oh, I can't wait to humiliate you. Hey, you doing okay?
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
What? You got nothing to apologize for. You're not at fault.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Like any hero.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Yeah, as a celebration.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
I don't think March has given it any thought at all.
Come on, how could I possibly lose?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right. It seems she really hasn't considered anything. I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
Yeah, I mean, with all the good relics I have on her, it's gonna be easy.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's beat him up.
You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly.
Do I get paid as an assistant teacher?
Hey, when have I ever treated you poorly? Masters, Mr. Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
I'm planning on quitting my job.
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've gotta become a swordmaster by then.
Becoming a swordmaster in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
Not impossible.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yun Li.
Momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
No worries. I've found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems.
Be sure to arrange lessons.
Rest assured, Masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in him, my trusty sidekick.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her.
Yeah, it is, right?
There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Got it. It's all etched into my memory.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please, go ahead, Master Yun Li.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail,
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
These guys are really trying to shoot each other down even up till now, huh?
hey, you are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero. I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me.
Yeah, that's right.
Then keep that fire burning and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Mr. Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training?
Friends on the road bring twists of the fate.
What, twists? Like the ones in those Swordmaster novels? But I wonder what kind of unexpected twists I'll encounter.
Accidentally consume divine elixir, unlock an ingenious enigma. Honestly, out of these 4, Knowing her, this might just happen.
It'd be pretty awesome if that actually
Oh,
happened.
she's actually okay with it.
That's enough chit-chat for now. Don't forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
You can count on me. Miss March, the key to mastering the sword lies in understanding various sword moves. Let March get hands-on and learn a few sword moves directly. Swordplay is the very essence of all sword moves and can unleash immense power in combat. Let's start by setting a tiny goal. Learn the sword move Cutting Cold. Set the swordplay as your learning goal and you can check the required stats for mastering it here. You can boost your stats by setting up targeted training sessions. Practice exactly what you need to improve. Okay, sure.
Let's do this!
I love this. This is very cool. I love this. It's so cute. Who am I? She fell asleep. Balancing work and rest is crucial. Oh, we're invited by Gwen-Ifen. Completely immersed in the performance. Now smash this boulder on your chest!
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know! It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
Oh, she knows that.
That's boxing? But close enough, I guess.
Yeah, close enough.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it!
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But I'm actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight. Even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Yep, never forget the basics.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huyan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Alright, let's focus on the test.
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready.
Oh, it's gonna be automatic. Okay. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah!
Go on, March!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this? Not
Oh no.
Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this? Oh, I get it!
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, nice.
Looks like I passed the test, right?
Yeah, well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me.
Yeah, congratulations.
I
That's the
couldn't have
first of
done it
many
without
victories.
My masters and you, Mr. Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
Let's not put for luck here.
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yun Li, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
At least he's honest.
Yun Li's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know.
March can totally crush those mechs.
I'm not that confident. But thank you for believing in me.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby, but now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Right?
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yun Li? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
Uh-oh, what's this?
So, have you found any information about her?
Oh, this guy's snooping around.
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
for today. I need time to...
Who's this? Oh, Wahwa! Long time. There are fewer Heliobus-related jobs than before, though they've been replaced with other matters. Yeah, it's been a while. What are you doing here? Taking a break at Starskiff Haven, just watching the Starskiff sail one by one. It's really relaxing. Being a Ten Lords Commission judge is pretty stressful too. Yeah, it is. 2. Have you run into something that's been weighing heavily in your mind? I've started picking up sensual swordplay, so there's been some academic stress and social stress. Can you elaborate on the matter of the upcoming duel? I think I get the gist of it. It's not easy trying to master a school swordplay in such a short time. No wonder Miss March 7th is stressed out. I know some evil warding swordplay, so if you need some help... Ah, you can't even hold your sword steady. Don't you think you're overestimating your skills? Ah, Mr. Tail. Sure I can hold it steady, but I'm better than you. You don't even have hands. Oh! Tin Fry's got a sharp tongue. If you were in the Warden's ring and I possessed you, you'd have try really hard to lose to that brat from the seat of divine foresight. Master Yanqing's really powerful. You sure aren't just blowing smoke, Mr. Tail? As long as I possess someone of extraordinary caliber and absorb that person's memories and emotions, I can master the exact same technique. Isn't that the fastest way to do it if you want to learn that rat swordplay? That's kind of cheating if you think about it. No, I won't undo the seal. I guess your desire to help your friend is only worth this much, eh? Hey, don't be like that. Thank you both for looking out for me. Wonder what you think about the shortcut. There are no shortcuts when it comes to learning. As our tutor for you're spot on. When Mr. Tail leaves me, I'll be left with nothing. That goes against the fundamentals of swordplay training. Yeah, taking shortcuts to anything in life is never gonna end well. You also think it's a bad idea? Bah, and I was here trying to be nice. Even if you wanted, I wouldn't help you now. Madam Hanya just sent us over a zombie case. Looks like break time's over. We'll talk again. Alright, see ya, Wahwa. After giving it some thought, I think there's something to be gleaned from Mr. Tail's suggestion. When I see Wahwa again, I should ask for advice from both her and Mr. Tail. Ooh. Provide 2 assist effects. During sword training, March 7 can receive assistance from companions, enhancing the efficiency of her training and excursions. Okay. Today I will help Miss March with her sword training. Please choose the assist effect. Ooh, increase strength training efficiency. Sure.
Wonder what I'll run into today!
Oh hey, Wahwa, it's you again. Why you look so dazed? We found 2 zombies near Fixville Garden recently. Zombie might not be the right word. The victims had no Heliobus traces on them, nor obvious external injuries, but they kept repeating some strange behavior. Please don't patronize me. Must be a side effect from being scared silly. That's entirely possible, but have I ever acted so strangely? You run super fast, this matter's probably not that simple. Just like when you and Ray's formed the Ghost Hunting Squad, let's analyze this together. Next up, let's have Resident Expert Wahwa introduce the case. Something might click if you put our brains together. The first victim is a Warden's combat registrant. Their muscles were rigid when they were discovered, their arms were stretched out in front of them, and they were muttering all sorts of exercise rhymes. The second victim is also Warden's combat registrant. He is a former Cloud Knight proficient at the spear. He was discovered practicing pole vaulting with his spear. The victims have something in common. They're both Warden's contestants. It appears the culprit is expressly choosing Warden's contestants as their targets. Yeah, you're a participant too. Maybe. Besides the fact they were participants, they also had similar characteristics. They're both fools who went to Fictional Garden to poke around after reading the messages in the Lawful's ghostly grove. Oh, okay. These victims believe the Fictional Garden's vengeful gloom would temper their skills and decide to train here before their matches started. In some attempt to harness the worldly energies absorbed here, people still believe this mumbo-jumbo in this day and age. Finally, these two were shooed home by the Tendler's commissioned Spiritfarer on duty, Uncle Jiu. They started acting funny the following day. Mystery solved, it's a heliobus. I'm also guessing it's an escape heliobus that's up to no good. I think I've seen a similar story in the Ciencio Immersia. Does this Uncle G have two disciples and one of them got bitten by a zombie and the other got charmed by a female ghost? What? Our Uncle Gio has no disciples. Cut down your Immersia addiction and touch some grass! But since you want to join the war dance, you must be careful. Don't forget to contact me if anything happens. Alright, good luck, Wahwa!
Time for your second test. I'll be your examiner this time, and I'll be testing your ability to defeat enemies with unconventional moves.
Unconventional?
Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared some flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersia where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
That's great if it actually works like that, but if it doesn't...
Good example. Do you know how to do that drunken swordplay?
That's the question.
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
If only it worked like that.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Do you have any other tricks up your sleeve?
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
Hey.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right?
Go get a March.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this?
Lower your weapon. Criminal.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what's this?
Yay! Good one, March. Your sword is also cheering for you. Nice.
Phew, that was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement, but it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Mr. Teaching Assistant, isn't it about time you showered me with praise?
Yeah, congratulations.
I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
General Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders. Actually, I was once convinced by Guinifin into swallowing a sword.
What?
That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So did you do it? And if you did, I'm actually impressed.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%?
I would say 60%. You don't seem as confident.
Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now.
That's a good thing.
By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle.
Yep, those who boast they'd win usually end up losing.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Yay, free milk tea!
Yeah!
Oh no, it's this guy again.
The progress report on the nameless girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Skott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC and the honor of the Ember Lord.
Yep, I'm pretty sure it is.
Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
You can't, but, you know, I'm willing for you to take that risk.
Understood.
Alright, final sword trial. Before we kick that guy's butt. Oh, we're going to the Fixed Roll Garden. This is amazing. You got a spiritual light gushing out of your crown. To have the physique of a martial prodigy at such a young age, your martial genius only appears once in a century. You should stop leveraging your precious on March 7th. She might actually believe you. As long as you let me attach onto you, your core meridians will be instantly activated, allowing you to attain a century's worth of effort in no time. Stop cowering the shelves and show yourself. Fine, you got me. Honestly, though, I'm a master of all the martial arts across all schools, so let me touch your head, and I'll be able to impart all my skills to you in the blink of an eye. Yeah, at what price? I don't suppose it's becoming a zombie sputtering gibberish, is it? Forget it, I'm not learning any of that. You don't want to, I'm afraid it's not up to you. I give my lessons free of charge, you have no choice but to learn them. All March 7 can see before starting to count this martial arts of myriad unarmed styles all surging into her mind. Unfortunately, though, not a single move is related to swordplay. No, March! Hey, Wawa! Has that overly enthusiastic Heliobus been subdued? Ah, nice. I suddenly can't move my arms and legs. That's what happens when you get possessed, I guess. I'll apply a talisman on you, and then you need to have a good rest. I think I've gotten to the bottom of this zombie mystery. This Heliobus preyed on the competitive will of contenders to channel all its martial mantras into their minds. Yeah, they want to be strong. He's offering a shortcut. How to raise your arms and legs, how to move your body, infinite information surging into your mind non-stop. A pity we're not like Heliobi. Such a massive magnitude of information will only overload your minds and render us immobile. Yep. Path of learning isn't a one-way street. I personally learned that painful lesson. What happened was not learning at all. It was nothing more than sheer mind shock. Yep. Now that you've recovered, I should be getting back to Celia's Heliobus. We'll meet again. Bye, Hua Hua. It's draining being possessed by Heliobus. Let's go grab something tasty to eat, yeah. I'm sure getting possessed is tiring.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
The 10 Lands Commission have sealed away that Heliobus is always eager to act as a tutor, won't be harming anyone anymore. The Wardens participants who fell to his antics are also slowly recovering their senses. That's good. It's all thanks to you and Reyes that this mini Heliobi wars has been quelled. Yeah, thanks, Wahwa. No wonder you're 10 Lords Commission Judge. You had something you wished to say last time. It's about when Mr. Tail said that the memories of swordplay practice could be channeled into me. I have to admit that I was the teeniest bit tempted, just a tiny bit. My idea is pretty decent, eh? I wanted to have Mr. Tail help me out then, but to at least learn a new move or two, but I was too embarrassed to admit it. No one can withstand the temptation of a shortcut. If you have a strong enough will, you can. Yeah, I mean, I still resisted it in the end. If I hadn't run into that Heliobus, I wouldn't have understood the sheer distance between my knowledge and master of swordplay. That's not a shortcut to learning swordplay at all. Exactly. I very much agree with Miss March. Though I've heard of a much milder and safer method that the Guardian's messengers have, that can shove non-existent swordplay memories into your mind. In that case, would you still refuse? March? I might still have to decline. Good girl. I think I have to put my own thought into it and experience it myself to eventually turn Master Yanqing's sword and Master Yunli's sword into March 7th sword. Yeah, that's good. Make a good point. If my journey was nothing more than a copy and paste process, I'd never be able to surpass the two masters. Yeah, I've had quite the epiphany. For me to be waxing philosophical pearls of wisdom, that should mean I've attained new heights with my swordplay. Yep. That just means you're learning. Spouting passages from a self-help book makes you all enlightened now. If you really think you're all that, you should be training even harder in your swordplay. I've got a block of free time after attending to this matter. Miss March 7th, if you need help taking on Skott, come see me anytime. Mr. Tail and I will definitely help you out. Yeah, thanks. One day left.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Skott.
Oh, an official challenge letter.
He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission, and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there.
And he wants to lose and be humiliated in the same place as before. Guy has Stockholm Syndrome.
However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Is he seriously hoping we're gonna decline this?
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
You're graduating already?
I'm surprised too.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yanqing.
Oh, I get to beat him up? Oh, I mean, I get to fight him? Okay, that's cool.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But, Master Yanqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
Don't worry, you have a very high strength stat.
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Hey, don't push your luck, dude.
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this.
Go March! Kick his butt!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what?
Sword, heed me!
Awesome! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less
He actually
cards,
goes
what?
sting!
Punish evil! Out of moves!
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards, what? Oh, I get it!
I failed!
Sorry, Yanqing. Even against your own student, who literally just started learning swordsmanship, you're still no match for. It's quite sad.
Not bad. You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh!
Yeah, congratulations!
Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
Compliments makes everyone better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident too.
But looking back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword. And there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat
What was that?
Skott.
Maybe there's another method we could use. Defeat them fair and square? I mean, if they're giving me an option for another method we could use, you know I'm definitely clicking this.
Let's do it! I already have an idea!
I remember Yanqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Oh, yes, absolutely! The great hero within me is definitely up to the task. You two, we heard that Skott sent you a challenge, so we were wondering if there's anything we can do to help you defeat him.
The voice is different. Did she always sound like this?
Thanks, Hua-Hua. You've already been a huge help by teaching me how to use the exercising tools. Even though I've only been learning swordplay for a short time, I'm confident I can take down the IPC mechs. Don't mention it. It's actually me who should be thanking you, March.
But seriously, didn't he kick Scott's butt already? So why is he back again? Don't humans ever learn from their mistakes?
Unfortunately, most of the time we don't.
No, Mr. Tail. There's a saying, revenge is a dish best served cold. But Skott hardly has any patience. He couldn't resist the temptation to get back at us. Still, if that's how I beat him, it'd be a little less satisfying.
Yeah, what would be your ideal way of teaching him a lesson?
Actually, I have no idea.
I get it. Some people never learn, no matter how many times you knock them down. They'll never admit defeat or learn anything.
So, how do we get him to admit defeat?
Yeah, do you have any ideas, Mr. Tail?
Listen, kid, I'm not trying to rag on you, but you're always playing into Scott's hands with your approach. He set up these rules for a fight between his mechs and your sword, and you agreed. Then he laid out what to do if you win or lose, and you agreed again. It's basically just another one of Scott's organized sports events, and it's not even fun if you win.
Rules are made to be broken.
Hey, cut it out, kid. Just leave the cool catchphrases to me. I'm a heliobus, and I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Just remove my seal.
Is it really okay to remove your seal, though?
What's the harm? As long as you don't go snitching to that ghosty, we won't run into any trouble. Oh, just wait and see. I'll make Skott change his mind and admit defeat wholeheartedly. What do you say?
Honestly, I prefer to beat him up myself and make him squeal like a pig.
Oh, you're awesome, Mr. Tail.
Wait, are we seriously going with this? Alright, I'll leave it to you. Boho made some preparations and then you head to Orm Alley as promised. Oh!
Well, well, if it isn't our hero, March 7th.
You ready to squeal like a pig, bro?
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it.
We're here to fight. What's wrong with you people? Sending me a threatening letter? Who are you trying to scare?
Threatening letter? Is that what Mr. Tail did?
A threatening letter? What are you even talking about?
Oh, stop playing dumb. Didn't you slip this into my pocket?
Mr. Skott, a great sinner of arrogance and insolence. You have inflicted your twisted lust for power upon that innocent shop owner and insulted the extraordinary art of Xianzhou swordplay. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes in person. The time for change is now. Your twisted desires will be stripped away by us.
That was basically the calling card from Persona 5, right? Before you're gonna go take the treasure from the corrupted person or something? Wow. I like that. They actually did that.
The writing is terrible. I wouldn't have understood it if you hadn't just read it to me.
What the heck did you just say?
Hey, who said that?
Oh,
No one said anything. You must have imagined it.
Well, enough for chit-chat. March 7th, I'm going to make you bark.
and I'm gonna make you squeal.
I didn't even see her draw her sword. Time seemed to freeze, and all I saw was a flash of green fire. In an instant, I remembered staring out at the sea as a child, glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog, which turned out to be the home of that girl, Rakshmi. Seriously, who lights a green lantern in their house? Those guys must be nuts.
What is going on?
Why am I suddenly remembering these things? Is my life flashing before my eyes? Am I dead?
Looks like this is Scott's mind. I'd better find where his most twisted desires are lurking.
We're basically pulling a Persona 5 heist right now, aren't we?
Skott, get your butt over here.
Oh, this guy looks just like his old man. Humans spend decades trying to heal their childhood traumas, and Skott might be no different.
What's with all the yelling on the weekend, Dad? We're sleeping.
Sleeping? How many times do I have to tell you? Do credits sleep? Does the free market sleep? Does the invisible hand sleep? Forget it, we'll discuss this later. Pafana's parents came by earlier. They heard about Pafana breaking his leg while playing Skydart, and they found out that you carried him to the hospital. So they decided to visit the father of their son's best friend.
So, Skott was kind-hearted as a kid.
You idiot! Aren't you and Pafana competing for the captain position on the Skydart team? Why are you befriending your own rival? And you even carried him to the hospital? You're such a caring guy, aren't you? Lyndon Skott, How many times have I told you that our Skott family crest is the Lone Wolf, and our family motto is no enemies, no friends, only prey. Would you carry your prey to the hospital?
Well, little Skott was pretty unfortunate to be born into such a family.
Yep.
But, Dad, I broke his leg on purpose. If I hadn't taken him to the hospital, others would have suspected me.
Wait, what?
What? He did it on purpose?
Oh, so that's how it is. Oh, gee. I'm so sorry, Skott. I shouldn't have scolded you. Oh, I apologize.
It's okay, Dad, because you're the best.
I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. It seems his most twisted desires aren't here.
Skott Sr., you're suspected of accepting a huge bribe. Now come with us.
Ah, the old guy got caught!
Got caught or was framed.
I knew this day would eventually come. I only have one question, Captain. Who sold me out?
An internal tip-off. We're not allowed to disclose any details.
An internal tip-off. Most of those involved have neither the motive nor the evidence. Who could it be?
It was me, Dad. I turned you in.
Yep, see?
You? Skott? You're the one who turned me in?
Oh, man! This guy is heartless! The old guy looks like he's about to cry!
I'm so proud of you.
Yep. Not surprised about this turn of events.
Proud?
Dad.
Use me as a stepping stone to reach greater heights. Lyndon Skott, you are the pride of the Skott family. A true lone wolf. And your dad is so proud of you.
Jeez. What a twisted family.
I'll do as you've taught me, Father.
Jeez, this guy is simply hopeless. His most twisted desires aren't here at all.
Jeez, how can it get any worse?
Hey, Skott, my best buddy. I'm getting transferred to the Tartarian. Let's grab a drink after work.
This guy actually has friends? Maybe I can find something here that'll make him change his ways.
Yeah, quote-unquote friends.
The Tartarian? That's the frontier fortification vessel, isn't it? You haven't slipped up at work lately, have you?
Ha ha ha! So it was you who meddled and got me transferred, right? No one else on our team has the skill to pull something like this off.
Come on! Why am I not surprised at all?
It couldn't be helped. Your position was so desirable, I had to make a move.
It's not just about the position, is it? There's also Rakshmi. No one will ever compete with you for her again.
Wow, seriously?
Rakshmi? Glimpsing a faint green light through the thick fog. Could it be that Rakshmi is the love of Skott's life?
Oh, now I'm curious.
Please, promise me that you'll treat her well.
Of course, Ashavat. Go to the Tartarian without worries. I'll take care of her while you're away.
Seems like his most twisted desires are not here either.
Oh, she's an Intellitron.
How long have we known each other, Skott?
Around 7 or 8 years. Why?
We've been working together for so long, and I just realized our hometowns are so close to each other. Talk about a coincidence.
Yeah, we never get a chance to talk about this stuff at the office.
Oh, I didn't realize Skott was actually a scumbag with a pure heart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a catch.
All these years, there's something I've been keeping to myself. too afraid to tell you.
You like me, don't you?
Okay, here we go.
Why are you being so blunt?
Wait, is it true?
Oh, well done, Scott. I like your straightforward style.
Yeah. I want to be your girlfriend, Scott.
Oh, wow. Is this actually a wholesome thing? I'm pretty sure there's a catch somewhere, right?
Gotcha, Scott. Ooh, I found
Oh,
your
okay.
weakness.
So this is real.
Gotcha.
Oh, never mind.
Gotcha off guard.
Wait, what?
I recorded everything. You know office romances are strictly forbidden in our department. Once I make this recording public, you'll never be able to compete with me for the specialist position.
Oh my gosh, this guy's a scumbag.
What the?
Well, alright. That's exactly what I love about you, Scott.
Ace, this girl is hopeless.
What the heck?
Took the words out of my mouth, Tail. I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing and hearing right now.
I'll step aside for you. But when the day comes that I surpass you in the same manner, I hope you'll acknowledge my intentions.
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm a lone wolf, remember?
Oh, he's such a jerk.
Yeah, I know, right?
Is that a wolf? Wait. No, that must be Skott himself. The crown behind him must be his most twisted desire.
I love how we're going all Persona 5 on this quest. It's so cool.
Oh, finally, I found the depths of your hopeless soul. I'll strip away your twisted desires.
Who are you? This is my place. How did you get in here?
I can come and go as I please. Do I need your permission? Let me tell you something. In your quest to reach the top, you've trampled over everything that's decent.
It's all about success. I'm the pride of the Skott family, a certified lone wolf. I'll do whatever it takes to reach the pinnacle of life.
Yeah, including trampling over others. I cannot stand people like those.
But are you truly happy? You've sacrificed your family, your friends, and your love. All for those meaningless credits. Ask yourself, are you truly happy?
I bet he is.
Am I happy? Am I truly happy? Oh, I'm so happy! I'm ecstatic! You couldn't even begin to imagine how happy I am!
Yeah, this guy's a lost cause. Let's just beat him up.
Sacrificing my emotions? Ha! What a joke! What good do my emotions do me? Can they turn into a delicious meal or a glass of wine? Can they pilot a starship? Or buy me a mansion? So, answer me this. Do you think anyone would pay credits for my emotions? No way! But I can trade my credits for emotions. With enough credits, I can make anyone my friend.
Sadly, that's kind of true in this day and age.
Oh, this man is truly hopeless. Maybe I need to try a different approach this time.
But I'm not about to spend my hard-earned credits on something as pointless as emotions. I'm a lone wolf. A lone wolf from the Skott family. With no enemies or friends. Only prey.
Bring it on, Skott the Lone Wolf. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Yay, it's time to beat him up.
Until everything burns to ashes!
This is where you die.
To live! Fight to live!
That's it?
Specialist Scott! Specialist Scott! What's the matter?
Oh.
Specialist Skott, March 7th swung her sword, and something green entered your body. Then you froze and started muttering something. Are you okay?
Hey! March 7th! What did you do to Specialist Skott?
I didn't do anything.
Me? I didn't do anything. Seriously. Mr. Tail, what did you do to Skott?
You didn't drain all of his emotions, did you?
Come on, what are you thinking? I just stripped away his most twisted desire. Watch what's about to happen.
What the hell? What the heck?
Oh, Skott seems weird. Did you really make him change his ways, Mr. Tail?
Well, this is my first time doing something like this, so I'm not sure how things will turn out.
You've managed to make a guy like him turn over a new leaf. You're amazing, Mr. Tail.
Did he really?
I'm even more amazing than you think. Look, it's kicking in now.
Oh my gosh! This is good. This is gold. I love it.
Specialist Skott, what's wrong with you?
Oh god, I love it! Oh, this is so good!
Specialist Skott, snap out of it!
What have you done to him, Mr. Tail?
I removed his twisted desires, and now he's genuinely trying to become a lone wolf.
You're incredible.
Of course I am. I've stolen his twisted heart.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually crying a little.
Don't fight me, Specialist Skott! Run for your life! Specialist Skott has gone insane!
Skott pursues them on all fours!
Aw, I thought Mr. Tail would possess me and teach me some super cool Heliobus swordplay.
Nah, I told you, I'm not really one for violence.
This brief interlude has concluded, yet Mark 7's pursuit of the art of swordplay shall continue. Wait, is he not gonna squeal like a pig? Honestly, it's fine if he doesn't. Him howling like a wolf is... it's actually, I think, is much better. I love it. So good.